How's it going, guys? I'm Robert from Machado Visuals, and I want to talk about one of my favorite new on-set accessories that I take with me on pretty much every job now. It's the EcoFlow Delta Mini that serves as a portable power station that can be used in a variety of ways. Power is obviously an essential part of our jobs, and dropping $2,800 on a set of 4 batteries plus a charger just isn't in the budget for some people, especially if you're just starting out. Now, full disclaimer, EcoFlow sent me this unit to review and keep, but no money was exchanged, and at the end of the video, I'll be explaining why I plan on purchasing a second unit for myself. Alright, so to start off with some basic features, the Delta Mini houses an 882 watt-hour lithium-ion battery and has 1400 watts of total output. There are plenty of ports, including 5 AC outputs, as well as 4 USB ports on the opposite side, 1 USB-A fast charge, 2 regular USB-As, and 1 100-watt USB-C. It also has a great screen that shows the estimated runtime and the current power draw. There's also a really neat app where you can monitor your output wattage per port, as well as a more detailed estimate for charging. Speaking of charging, it uses a standard OSHA cable, in which you can find pretty much anywhere, so you don't have to worry about losing some proprietary charger. What's great about the Delta Mini is that it charges insanely fast for its capacity. It has a 900 watt input, which charges 0 to 100% in a little over 1.5 hours, which is an hour faster than a standard 150 watt hour gold mount battery. It's pretty zany when you consider that this power station has nearly 6 times the capacity. There's also a toggle on the side that lets you choose between normal charging at 200 watts and fast charging at 900 watts to get that really fast recharge speed. It also comes with a plug that connects to a standard car outlet in case you need to charge the unit on long road trips. So obviously these kinds of power stations are super useful for when you're off grid and pair really well with my production van, but my favorite ways of using the Delta Mini is actually on set. I really love hanging it off my cart, which I can use any number of ways, from charging batteries on location to powering my production monitor, or even powering my laptop and any external hard drives when I'm media managing. This way I can keep the camera cart next to the camera and also stay powered even while we're pushing to location. The Delta Mini can also power lights if you're in a pinch for any night exterior location work. The 1400 watt output can handle most LEDs, and the X-Boost feature ups that to 1800 watts. So I did a few quick tests to see how much it could actually handle. It can run a 300D for around 3 hours at 100% and can even handle a 1200D for about 30 minutes, which I found super impressive. The fans do kick in at pretty loud levels, so you want to keep that in mind if you're recording sound. Probably my favorite way of implementing the Delta Mini is using it as an alternative to block batteries. Block batteries are great to have on set for much longer runtime so that you're just not constantly burning through all your normal camera batteries. For example, a normal 98 watt hour gold mount battery can power my Alexa Mini LF for about an hour, while the Delta Mini runs for over 10 hours, which is absolutely insane. That's an entire production day without having to turn off the camera or swap any batteries. To give you an idea of runtimes with other cameras, the Sony FX9 can run for around 20 hours, and the Sony FX6 can run for a whopping 30 plus hours. A single Delta Mini would be perfect for 2 camera interviews where I can plug in both cameras without having to worry about hot swapping batteries or running a line from a nearby outlet. Since the Mini charges so quickly, you'll never really run out of power with more than one unit, which is why I'll be purchasing a second Mini for my kit so that I can constantly swap them out when I need. What's super compelling for me is the cost difference from traditional block batteries. Core's Maverick is around 630 watt hours and retails for around $4,200, while Anton Bauer's new VCLX holds 600 watt hours and is also around $4,000 total. Not only does the Delta Mini have a much higher capacity, but it's also a quarter of the price. It retails for $999, so theoretically, you could buy 4 Delta Minis for the price of 1 Maverick, but have over 5 times more power, which is pretty wild. Even the name brand block batteries retail for $1,000 and have 3 times less capacity. The Delta Mini does use lithium-ion batteries as opposed to the more durable nickel metal hydride that you'd usually find in block batteries, so I'm curious to see how this unit stacks up against hot Vegas summers. Hopefully this video is helpful in some way. It's always neat finding new little workflow improvements that make my job easier, and this definitely ticks a lot of boxes in regards to power. EcoFlow is actually running a Black Friday promo until November 28th for 25% off, and you can take an additional 5% off using my code down in the description. I've already ordered my second unit, so these will be super handy to just have around. If you have any questions, obviously feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.